Stuff in the background, but I can't actually hear her talking.
Yeah, we heard her through Ian.
Okay.
Back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
No.
Yep.
All
Yes
right.
and or no.
I can hear you.
All right, we are Dances with Kobolds, and tonight we're playing
But it
Tomb of
appeared that you're
Annihilation
alive.
with
Good evening, Mr. Wade.
tonight we are playing Tomb of Annihilation with DM
Twitch stream is
Patrick.
up and running.
Can they not hear
Oh,
me?
can I hear her again?
Yeah.
Okay, go, Patrick. She'll log back in now.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Dances with Kobolds Tomb of Annihilation stream. My name is Patrick. I am the Dungeon Master for this session this evening. Joining me are...
I am Lorne, and I am playing Baka, the Nature Cleric Turtle.
Hi, I'm Tara. I'm playing Walker Bow, the Tabaxi Arcane Trickster with the attention span of a magpie.
Andy playing Thorn, the Tabaxi Paladin Warlock.
Hello, everybody. My name's Chris. I'm playing Hollis, the rock and roll rock gnome and fan of massive overkill.
Ian here as Winthrop Q. Rutherford, Explorer Extraordinaire and Gloomstalker Ranger.
I'm Stephanie. I'm playing Beatrix Caspian Rutherford, Cavalier Extraordinaire in Life of Winthrop.
Hello, my name is Nabil. I'll be playing Olo, a 600-pound turtle monk mastering the way of the Drunken Fist, and he's found his true love, the dark chocolate liquor.
Mm-hmm.
And
No.
last session a few weeks ago, you guys went down to Nangalore, the Hanging Gardens, where you procured a black orchid so that Ashara, the head of the monastery at Kirsabal, was able to perform a ritual which has taken her wings away and given the party and their dinosaur the power of flight. We ended off with the end of the ritual with Wanderlust the dinosaur and Winthrop and Valanth, who is not here this evening, all floating 10 feet off the ground. You have the power of flight. The question before you now is, where do you wish to go? You see in front of you the map of Chult that you guys have from where you are in Kirsabal up here. You can see off to the west the rock formation, which is the heart of Ooptown. You can see a wide expanse of jungle. And within that, you can see, bits of movement here and there from some of the larger dinosaurs. Occasionally, you'll see a gigantosaur whose head will pop over the entire canopy and roar and scream. You know that Omu is down here, which is where the Soulmonger is. And you have also been told that the goblins who absconded with your flail snail shell had been spotted somewhere down past Nangalore, down around there, by some of the Aarakocra when they were out flying and searching for it.
So I have a thought on that and our flying Triceratops. What if we just led a Gigantosaurus into their camp? Same for Wadumu's place.
No, we can't hurt Wadumu's people because Wadumu was a dick.
I think we can.
Hey, quick question. Where the Medusa was that Heart of Ooptow, where we got the Black Orchid? Or
That was Nangalore.
Nangalore. Sorry, remind me what Heart of Ooptow is.
The Heart of Ooptow is just a giant heart-shaped stone outcropping that you guys could see from the top of Kirsabal.
Right.
When Baka was redrawing the map and using the view, you guys can just see that because you can see it from that height from almost everywhere across the jungle. But yeah, it's a giant heart-shaped rock.
Okay. Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
So are we floating? What's the plan?
You guys are up in the air. You are flying. You are above the canopy of the jungle, and from up here you can see that the trees coat the hills and valleys here thicker than a winter blanket. And in this never-ending summer, this rainforest has no season to stand still. The leaves here are so thick, fleshy, and large. With no winter to limit them, they become quite monstrous compared to any woodlands you've seen in the realms. Here, every day remains sultry, the air is laden with moisture. Even above the jungle canopy as you fly, the air feels heavy and damp. Which direction do you guys want to head in?
Well,
Yeah,
for
is the
three
question.
of this party, this is completely normal weather.
Still damp though.
Very
You
damp.
people are crazy. Yes.
We should get our flail snail back.
Oh boy. So we're gonna decide this as we're floating. We're gonna lose
No,
it.
we're gonna do the death curse first.
Save the
Winthrop
shiny.
doesn't want his mommy dying, and he can't bring her back.
I'm telling you, this
Uh,
snail,
Dad.
this
It's
flail
your
snail's
dad.
gonna end up at a chop shop before we catch up with the goblins. But
Oh, Dad, yeah.
all right. So we're gonna float down to the how far can we float?
Well, you know that, I mean, Omu is there. The
Yeah,
goblins
you're pinging.
are
I'm
somewhere
not seeing
around there.
anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm not
am.
seeing anything.
Are you pinging
Yeah.
on the DM
I'm
layer?
not seeing the pings. You're gonna
Ah.
have
If
to
you're
start all
pinging
the way
on
back.
the DM layer, there's no way we'd be able to see it.
There we go.
There's a
There we
pig.
go.
That's where the goblins are.
All right.
That's Heart of Ubtao.
Yeah. So
Down there is where Omu is.
Yep.
And you guys are currently right there.
So
Right.
see, we can get our flail snail back on the way.
We're gonna have to carry a thing.
We have a triceratops.
He's already carrying stuff.
Omu. Wait.
Are we sending the Triceratops back?
What do you mean sending him back?
Because he's already carrying all of our like food and water and shelter and tents and like stuff that we need to live through this jungle.
He's pretty much packed mule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor
Sorry.
guy.
Also, remind me who Omu is. These names.
I don't know. I don't mind carrying the what do you call the shell. Depends how heavy it is.
Omu is the lost city that you've been looking for,
Okay.
which is where the soulmonger is.
Yes.
And
Okay,
that's the
I
big
thought-
green circle in the bottom.
Yes. I was thinking suddenly that Omu was a person, and I was confused. Okay. So headed down towards Omu. So how long
Yeah,
does the
Omu.
spell last? Flying. We'll go plunging.
Oh, we can check out the goblin village as we go by because it was here, right?
Oh yeah, we'll
Yes.
we'll fly by it and give him the finger. But
and shake our fists at them. That's right.
damn
Actually,
you!
I have a spare rapier because I use my magic one now, so I could actually drop my current rapier on.
Oh my God, you're vindictive.
Petty revenge. I love it.
You're not sure how long the flight lasts. It's usually 3 to 4 days, is what
Okay.
Ashara told you.
Okay.
In terms of pure flight, you guys should be able to get, you figure, somewhere around there. Like it won't get you to Omu, but it'll get you a good 3/4 of the way there.
But could we do this in shifts?
How?
Okay, so
Off
let's
the spell.
no, not stop
It's
the spell.
it's a finite duration of just so many hours.
Oh, when one person is
So-
sleeping, because the spell is we're going to be flying for days, right? So when someone's sleeping, you tie them off to someone who's going. The floating person shouldn't provide too much drag, and you just keep moving through the night.
Sounds pretty complicated.
You've been watching the movie Inception, haven't you?
I've actually never seen it.
Oh man. You need
Liar,
to check it
liar,
out.
pants on fire.
So flying along.
Was that an Inception? Because I've never seen it.
There's a section involving zero gravity that is amazing.
Oh yeah, they built that like a whole machine to do that scene, just that scene.
Yeah,
Or
where
the
the gravity's
rotating
shifting
set.
around the hallway and
Yeah.
they're running around it. Yeah.
So
whole
you guys
hallway
can fly like that, but where are you guys choosing to go?
Save Mom and Daddy.
Just
So
your
Yeah,
father.
that's the deal.
Okay, so you're going to just fly and head directly down towards Omu?
Correct.
Oh, full tilt. Yeah.
That's my vote, yeah.
All right.
Hollows can go either way.
With a parachute kind of trailing behind us, or parasol. Sorry, parasol.
It's not going to help me if we suddenly fall out of the sky and it's 2 feet above my head.
No, but the thought of you flying in front of it and it's trying to keep up is quite amusing to me.
No, I pictured
That's
him
great.
doing the Mary Poppins thing.
All right, you guys fly over the jungle, and every available niche you can see is crammed with flora and fauna. In there, you see there are, and you know that there are herbs and plants that can cure, but also that kill with indecent efficiency. There's probably more life here per square foot than anywhere else in the realms. The noise is also incredible being up atop the canopy. So many insects, birds, and mammals screeching and talking. The rainforest seems to have an intelligence of its own voice, the sudden screech of a parrot, the movement, the sudden flicker of a monkey or other beast swinging through the branches underneath you. In this place, you can forget the color of the sky once you're under the canopy, as there is really only green filtered light. Flying overhead, though, you get to see blue sky, and then off in the distance, the gray of the rain clouds forming and coming towards. Drops the size of Singabears falling. Below you, where there are the smallest breaks in the trees, you also get glimpses of shambling hordes of zombies, giant lizards calmly bending giant trees over and stripping them of leaves, as well as the occasional roar of some giant beast that quiets the noise for a few minutes before the chatter resumes. As you are heading, for your first day, you'll occasionally, you can stop and take quick breaks. And in the afternoon, you are surprised to hear an incredibly loud buzzing sound just come humming from behind you. And when you turn, it's a colony of giant wasps that just fly right past you without even, stopping or paying you any mind. But the speed they're going at makes you guys look like you're almost standing still.
Is this significant to us or our guide?
No.
It's just
Well,
a random cloud of
make it
wasps?
significant.
Well, give me a nature check if you want.
Oh, I do.
Uh-oh. Now they're going to notice you.
He's making nature checks. Get him.
I'm more interested in seeing if there's a reason why they ran suddenly by us.
Oh, they just
That's
came up
why
from
I'm
behind
looking.
you. No, you would figure that they're either looking for a new nest or out flying. I mean, you're not sure exactly how wide their territory is, but
The
clearly
swarming! I knew it.
they're a swarm. It's more their speed which surprises you. And so by that point, you guys are about there, and from your vantage point, you can see ahead of you wider areas of jungle, and I'm going to say it. You can make out, to the south, you can see a couple of small camps and areas that have been set up, and occasionally you will even see some flying monkeys and a few flying snakes that are staying above the canopy, so still below you guys as you move.
Oh, I bought one of those at the convention.
A
Not
flying
for
monkey?
Winthrop. Yeah, but not for Winthrop.
So you're talking about encampments down there, not
Yeah.
farther off into the...
No, I mean, you guys, because you're above, you can see that, down around there where you were told the goblin encampment is, you can see there are some open areas. You can see that, the river curves, and it looks like people have set up some sort of, encampment down there. Which way do you guys want to keep going?
Towards our end goal.
Yeah.
Let's not be creative.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I know,
the problem
but
with
there's
you,
all this stuff to see, but we have an end goal.
Your
the
dad's
problem with you
dying.
pinging our location, Patrick, is your rings are like 7 to 8 different hex grids.
Yeah,
so
well,
there's no way to know
right now,
exactly where you are.
yeah, right now I will.
Here, well, I'll draw
let
some
me,
in.
let me put a
Okay,
a paint.
Just draw a small symbol and move it. That would help.
Or I can draw in some. You said there were camps around. Okay, so that goblin head is the goblins.
That goblin head is. You guys are right about there right now. That's about a half day's sort of flight. So a full day's flight is going to be able to get you guys down to around there, or anywhere sort of within that ring you guys want to lead to.
I like
And
the
we probably
idea of
have
stopping.
2 to 3 days worth of flight available to us.
Yes, and so with each day's flight, you can get, triple the distance you guys have been really able to get. So, by the end of a full day's flight, you're going to be able to, move a fair distance, but it's not going to be enough to get you to Omu.
Are we
It's a little
landing?
bit out of our. It's a little bit out of our way, but do we want to look at the heart on our way? It's only.
It's roughly on the way. It's a couple miles off, but
Yeah, but do we want to stop there for the night?
We don't. Do we have to land? We're
Yes,
landing.
you do have to land, because you still do have to sleep, unless
So
you want to start racking up
we're-
exhaustion.
So the goblins are like right below us when we have to land anyway.
that's why
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to suggest we land at the heart of Uptau, because that's far enough away from the goblins that they might have a patrol out that way, but it's not going to be like swarming with goblins. At least we think.
Yeah,
hope.
plus we can see everything for miles around.
Well, most of what you can see is just jungle canopy at this point, though, and you can see small open patches. The heart of Uptau is just think of Ayers Rock in Australia.
Yeah, so at least we won't get ambushed in the night if we stop there.
No, it's like stopping at Weathertop in Lord of the Rings, and nothing bad happened to them.
Yeah, nothing horrible happened at Weathertop.
What are you guys talking about? When I played Lord of the Rings online and I got to Weathertop, nothing bad happened. There were just some crows.
Okay.
Well, that sounds definitive and authoritative to me, so let's do it. Let's stop at the heart of Uptau.
All right, so for your first night of rest, you guys fly to the heart of Uptau, and you can see that as you get closer and closer to it, it's not even what you thought it was. It's not simply a rock. In fact, as you get closer, you can see it's a massive chunk of earthen rock which has been torn from the earth, and it's drifting over top of the swampy forest about 100 feet above the ground.
Oh, so this is a perfect stopping point.
A petrified tree towers above the stone, with its stone roots protruding from the bottom. Between the shape of the rock and the branches of the tree limbs, it creates the impression of a gigantic stone heart hanging in the sky. The impression is only made more gruesome by the red liquid dripping from the roots. You see a cave mouth in the side of slowly rotating heart, and a staircase winding from the cave up to the flattened top where the petrified tree stands.
All
The
right.
staircase definitely isn't natural. It was carved with tools into the rock. Hang on, let me
Check
bring
it
up.
out.
As opposed to the common natural staircases of the jungle.
Right. So just like Weathertop. Go
Yes,
figure it out.
this isn't ominous at all.
How could it be?
Oh, yes, you're right. The giant mile-wide floating rock that's just floating, over the jungle, whatever.
Is there
Blood red liquid dripping off of it. It's all
is
good.
there a place
You're
to
not
land?
from around here, are you?
Well, there's a cave
I'm not
mouth,
from around
so there's
anywhere
definitely
where
a
this
place to
happens.
Land.
All right. So can we land at the bottom of the stairs?
Well,
Before
why
we do
would
this,
we? Why don't we take a look at the top and the bottom? We are flying, right?
well,
Don't
yeah,
commit
before
to
we do
landing
this,
yet.
I'm going to cast Aid.
On all the people talking to
No,
Gordon.
just 3 people. I'm going to cast it on Olo, on Stephanie, and myself.
Thank you. And by Stephanie, you mean Beatrix,
Beatrix, yes, sorry.
because
Because-
I think Stephanie has plenty of aid in in real life.
Are you saying that I help a lot? Because I'm very helpful.
No, it's more, we're the 3 primarily melee attackers. I know Thorn likes to, get in on it every once in a while, but he also likes to sit back and Eldritch Blast.
I don't know about you, but I do throw melee attacks.
You mean like you rig them?
No, like I throw them really far.
Oh,
Oh. An arrow is just a dagger going fast.
So it's all
It's
dark
more like a
from the-
mini spear going really, really fast.
I can't see anything.
Rudy,
Yeah.
You guys can't see that page?
No,
You don't have any tokens on it yet. I'm just moving all your tokens.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
That's AFK right now.
okey dokey.
So a reminder,
go to
she
combat.
gets 5 to her maximum and 5 HP.
Clearly, I was not
Like,
expecting
from
you
the
guys to
spell.
go there.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
gonna
obviously
be
a level
interesting.
15 area.
Really? Where else are we going to land except on the goblins?
We could have done that. He probably has that map ready too.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sure I
guys,
do.
you guys misinterpreted my statement about landing on the goblins as if I wanted to avoid that. Oh wow, look at that!
Not ominous.
How is that ominous in any way? It looks like a carrot.
Little bats or something coming out of there.
So anyone
looks
else
like
seen that thin sliver of light that comes across the side?
Yeah,
Yes.
coming from the little light.
Pretend we don't see that.
Artifact.
Oh, if you move, it moves. Woo.
That's because it's a small hole in the vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a stone heart more than a carrot.
Oh shit! I can actually kind of see things on the other side. I was just goofing around.
All right. So what can we do? So we're all right. So we land. Seems like we'd land there.
Yeah, well, I just put you guys so you can see the map at this point. So you can see there is the cave. You can see there is the staircase. But yeah, you're certainly able to land on the top for sure.
All right.
It literally does look like a anatomically correct heart.
Sort of with a aneurysm, something, or a hole.
See, those are the vertices.
Is that the? Is that like the pulmonary artery?
Yeah.
Daph,
Were
were
you-
you
aorta.
told?
That'd be the.
Were you told I
pulmonary.
cast aid on
The
you?
one on the right looks like the aorta.
Yeah.
And with the aid spell, my health went up to 42. Now I know everything.
Yay!
Wait, it only went up to 42?
Yeah, I have
37.
37 health, and with the aid spell, that's 5 points extra, so it went up to 42.
How does
43
Hollis
for
have
me.
39? And you only have 37.
I have 36.
I did a couple of boo-boos, and by boo-boos, I mean every time I leveled up, I threw a roll, and I came up short.
Oh, you're
You
not
don't roll
supposed
it
to
in
roll.
Adventurous League.
You take fixed numbers, so
You always take half
Or you got
your hit die plus 1. It ends up just being easier.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
Adventurers
yeah,
League,
little.
you take the average score
Yeah.
and then add your Constitution.
average plus con. Oh.
So for every level except for the
D8 is
first,
4.
you've got 5 plus your con mod, because you're D8.
So
I am a D8. So I need to do a whole new recalculation.
Well, what level are you?
Level crap. What am I?
Level 5.
Level crap.
All right, so you're
I'm at level.
What's
I'm at
your
level
what's your
crap.
what's your con
So-
mod?
okay. Yeah, you're
My
20
constitution
plus.
is at. Holy moly! 1. Con mod
Cool.
is 1.
Oh,
And
you
are
will
you-
have less hit points than me.
and are you multi-classing, or is it all same hit dice?
No. Pure,
So you should
pure con.
have 33.
I'm
Yeah.
much less than I am.
You shouldn't have opened your mouth.
Because you
And I still
have
don't know
at
cancer.
level 1 you got 8 plus 1, which is 9, and then you get 4 levels of 6, so that's 24 plus 9, which is 33.
33 plus. Add that up, and there we go. I'm set.
I
right.
would heavily suggest upping your con at 8th level.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna freaking take the the ability improvement thing.
All right, so as you guys are at the top of this floating moat, you can see that there's this tall petrified tree, and as evening is setting, jetting forth and bursting out of the top of this tree, as you can see, there's a swarm of bats, and they fly off to do their evening hunt. What do you guys want to do?
Not
Yeah.
ominous.
Go head down the stairs.
How can it be ominous if the bats have left?
It could
All
be
right.
where the wasps came from.
We'll float down the stairs because why not?
Okay,
Exactly.
and
Yeah, if I can fly,
Yeah,
I'll
just go
just
straight there.
pop off the edge and land
That's
gently
true.
on the.
yeah, and I mean, the height at this point is still a little bit dizzying for you guys, but you are easily able to just sort of, pop down and have no issues.
Thorn walks up and around and comes down the stairs to find us all standing there.
Oh, hi, guys.
Well, okay, what is our fly speed currently?
Oh shit, he fell down the stairs.
Does it really matter at this point?
Oh, well, it does if we ever get into combat situations, because I want to know how fast I can move in the air.
Yeah, in terms of 1 Eggman's.
We're not going to be in a combat situation. What are you talking?
So can we move like half an
75
Eggman,
feet.
2 Eggmans, 3 Eggmans?
Say 30. We're all flying. So what does Thorn see with his dark vision back down into the deep darkness?
Yeah, same.
Flying speed of 30 feet.
Okay.
Looking down into that cavern, you can see that it quite quickly opens up.
It opens up, everyone.
And you can see that the cave is musty and sort of dimly lit by what little daylight is still filtering down through the hollow petrified tree trunk above.
Yeah.
A pool of dirty rainwater occupies the central 20 feet of this floor, between natural pillars formed by the roots of the petrified tree. You also see, you're just looking straight on at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see opposite the entrance, there seem to be 2 open doorways into smaller chambers, and between them, a large iron cage.
Okay, now it's ominous.
Does the petrified tree open up all the way into this cavern? I mean, is there guano everywhere, or are the bats up in their tree up above?
From your vantage point outside, you can't really tell. Hang on, I'll move you guys to the other side of the map.
Can we smell it? Because if it's guano and we're all adventurers, we would know the smell of guano, and possibly if it's toxic. I don't know.
From out here, you can't smell it.
All right.
I would like to check the entryway for traps.
Smart
This is all
idea.
man-made.
Careful, guano trap.
Shit hit the fan.
Perception or?
Guano is the trap.
Investigation. So you
Okay.
guys are on the other map now. Can you see?
Yeah, actually, there's. Oh, I see. That's interesting. It's a double map.
Holy moly, nice
Yes.
one.
Yes. There doesn't appear to be anything trapped at the entrance.
Okay.
See, what is it?
Yeah, you have to
They're
come
all
over to the
23.
ledge here. You can fly, so stepping off is not going to kill you.
Oh, right. I was just trying to be a dink. Sorry.
Interesting.
Yeah, Walker Bow's not gonna fly if she can walk, so she's gonna be on. She's gonna
She's
be on
not-
the ground.
She's not
She's not
flying a
flyable.
bow.
It's more,
Nope.
It's more they were on the other side of a solid ledge, so they couldn't see into the cavern.
Oh, plus I can cover everyone if I come back up here.
Yes. So you can float outside, and it'll give you a straight view in. So
But
so-
I'm silhouetted to anyone inside, too.
yes.
So if Thorn can float, if we all can float, that probably makes us a little bit more stealthy, doesn't it?
Oh, it certainly does.
Yep.
All right. So there's a staircase up to our right.
That's the one we came down to get to the entrance to the cave, I'm assuming.
Despite that.
Yes.
Okay.
And what's in the cage? Nothing?
From what you can see out here, the cage is empty.
And there's a chest next to it.
I'm gonna mage hand that chest when we get close enough.
Is that a torch that's green?
Yes, and you can tell there as you step. If you're stepping inside, you can see there is soft green light filtering as well. But most of the light right now seems to be coming from the hollow treetop above.
Yeah, I think if no one's got any objections, Walker Bow is gonna step in because she's curious.
I may give you a
Just
guidance
gonna
just
decide
because
here.
I don't trust this scenario.
And ready
Okay.
to action for anything that jumps out, I'll shoot it.
Okay.
Are you farther
checking-
in than? Sorry, are you farther in than I am? I'm just
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
and
like
as
just
soon as
I'm
you
just
get
here
inside-
around the bend, and I'm checking in for traps as I go, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, and as soon as you step inside, you can see that there are bookcases along one wall,
Uh-huh.
and it gives you the impression that this area is certainly in use, and you see a desk and several wooden crates standing against the left-hand side as well.
Okay.
And as you are, stepping inside and looking around, you don't see or hear any other sort of life or movement at this point.
Okay. So I'm going to kind of poke my head back around the corner and just be kind of like,
I don't shoot that. I don't shoot that.
Well, like I'll wave my, some sort of truce flag first. I'm like, it looks clear. There's some evidence of people being here recently, books and stuff. And it looks like I see two passageways on the far side, one on the left and one on kind of on the right.
Okay, well,
So after I
step in
give
and cover
that
her
okay.
more and wait for everyone else to come in. Oh shit,
Yeah,
I can't see anything here. The roots are all in the way.
Yeah, so I'm going to float to there. I guess I'm right next to Winthrop.
Yeah, if you could go first. I'm just kind of covering anything that sort of jumps out and goes boo at us. You guys poke around. I'll stay in the middle of the room and just... Oh, I'll float above this puddle and aim at anything that comes out of those two side tunnels.
So Thorin would like to investigate this desk, if that's what it is.
Apparently, Beatrix can't see anything right now.
Yeah, I can't see shit.
I think because she's in a wall.
I'm in a wall, y'all.
Patrick must be
Let's do this.
investigating.
Oh, hold on. I'm
Yeah.
gonna move my character near you. I think. Are you able to see yourself?
Nope. Do I have to refresh the map?
We can't use each other's vision,
No, Patrick
unfortunately.
just probably has to grab you and pull you out of the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
They
it
see
is
where you
not-
are.
It is not allowing me to do that.
Steph, what'd you do? You wrecked the
I
game.
Are you
Okay.
okay? Wait, Patrick.
Quickly,
Are you
please
on the
just-
are you on the token layer?
I am. I just copied and pasted her.
Does she have sight?
I have goggles.
Or does that token have sight? Because I'm looking at the stream and it doesn't have it.
No, and I can't actually even click on her right now.
Alright, I will refresh.
Delete
So
system
once,
32. Jeez.
Once Thorn checks out the desk, I'm going to try opening the chest with Mage Hand.
Okay.
It strikes me that this is somebody's home. And
Okay, hang on. I'm going to sign out and sign back in because I'm losing control here.
Okay.
Oh, don't
Oh,
worry.
no.
You never had control.
I mean, roll 20.
I didn't say that. That's entirely, and I didn't say that.
That was Winthrop. Punish Winthrop.
The
Oh,
last
Winthrop
time
will
we
be punished.
the
But-
last time we invaded somebody's home, we ended up fighting a bunch of snakes and a bunch of other snakes.
Yeah,
Wasn't
but somebody
clear.
told us in good faith that we were supposed to invade that snake's home.
Was that in good faith? Did they
It-
really think that no one was guarding the Black Orchid?
Oh, no. I meant the... Man,
Well-
there's a lot of snakes in this adventure. I was talking about the... Oh, somebody corrected me at the con. Wanti?
One T, the snake. Yeah, they're snake people.
I
So
always
it's
called them Yanti.
Me too.
Me too.
Don, like
Yeah, same here.
like
Yeah,
Don
also-
Juan.
I always thought it was like, T.
Yeah.
I always pronounced it Yuan. Yuan T.
You mean like the Chinese currency?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, I was calling it the Mexican wanty.
Right.
I always pronounce it like almost like a shortened version of yawn. So instead of yawn tea, like yunti.
Okay, we need to sit.
need-
Okay, we need to sit here for 3 hours and figure out how to say wanty or the
We
yuan.
need an
No,
NPC named Don
But
Juan
we
T.
don't look it up. We discuss it until we're all at consensus and then see what the official one is.
You want to find the best tacos? You go see my man Yuan T.
Ha ha ha.
There, you should now have sight, Beatrix.
I don't. I can't even see my token.
The romantic sword, Don Juan.
Your token's right there. Do you not see
You
it?
have sight. You're emitting light for 60 feet.
I mean, a bard, Yanti, named Don Juan T, would be pretty fun.
I
Yes.
cannot see myself at all. I don't even know where
Here's
it
a
is.
question. Check
Can you log
who
out?
has permissions on her sheet, because that might
No,
have
she's
changed.
not. She's looking at the old part of the map. Steph, go to the bottom right. Bottom right. There you
zoom
go.
out zoom out a bit and just look there.
Sorry about that.
That happens so often with me too. That there kind of needs to be a big button somewhere that just centers the map
Go to
where you are.
character, yeah.
I think Patrick has an ability to do that, doesn't he?
Yeah, you shift click.
But we all need that. Can we do that too? Shift click on the map and it'll just jump.
Did
to
everybody else shift click at the same time to see?
No.
Nope.
because I can see where I am.
I'm not a follower, man.
Hey, I zoom out and zoom in.
Dude, you're part of a college. That's literally being a follower.
So, well, there's my investigation roll up there.
My curriculum is entirely self-directed.
Not sure.
But you have a curriculum
My curriculum.
from your college.
All right. Everyone can see?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
this terrible conversation can now end. Yes, we can all see.
So, Thorn, give me an investigation check for the desk then.
It's right up there. 17.
17, you can see that her desk, you see there's a couple of books that are open. You see a tablet, you see a map, and it's a very, very rough map of Chult.
Whoa. She's so far advanced she has a tablet?
Yeah, she's playing Candy Crush, dude.
Who is her?
Lauren read ahead.
No, I was listening to Patrick when he said her previously.
Okay.
You search her desk.
Brown noser.
Okay. So it's a desk with some personal effects and writing on it.
Yes.
Maps, you said too. How old?
Yeah, is
Are
this
we
being
good?
used or?
Oh, this is very definitely being used. You can tell that there is no guano or anything on the floor. It is all very clean. The bookcases are dust free.
Oh, so the person doesn't poop on the floor then either. That's good to know.
Yeah,
Okay,
very
so
well.
I'll redouble my. That we know that it's used. I'm going to be watching all three entrances.
All right. Is Winthrop actually standing in the middle of the puddle of water?
He's floating above it.
Oh,
Well-
floating above it. Yes, of course.
So this is clearly somebody's home. Bats have flown out of this home,
Bats have flown.
and there's no guano on the floor. I'm going to make a bold suggestion that maybe a possibly vampire lives here.
Or
So
it could
you're
be
saying we
a-
should leave a note and go, like, missed you,
But, yeah.
just stopped in,
Sorry to miss you.
so sorry.
Stop by on the way back.
And
Drop
with
you,
that,
Rutherford.
And with
you can
that,
see from the room up here, you see
I shoot it.
Oh,
You
God.
see a quick
No!
flash of light, and stepping. Well, Thorn races across the room.
Oh,
Apparently.
I thought Walker Bow was already over there. I thought you were
Oh,
reporting
yeah,
what
behind-
Walker Bow was seeing.
Hollis is
Sorry.
staying where he is.
Yeah, I'm behind
Sorry.
the tree.
Nope,
Keep going.
I'm by the exit.
Coming around the corner, you see a young elven woman who stops short when she sees you and just, visitors. Well, how surprising.
Insight.
What a lovely home you have. Yes, we were visiting. We were passing through, and just the shape of your home was so fetching, we stopped in.
She does look surprised. She clearly was not expecting to have anybody in her workspace. She says,
She wasn't
"Well, I mean,
expecting anybody in her flying home.
I mean, I certainly can't make any claim to owning this land. It's just I've been using this as headquarters for a little while, and nobody else has managed to get up here. So it's
We had the
That's a
very
little
same
surprising,
thought
but-
for a
Yeah.
camp for this
We apologize
evening.
for the intrusion. We
Yes.
had no idea anyone would actually be living in here.
Mm-hmm.
well. I am Valindra Shadowmantle.
Oh.
Who do I have the pleasure of meeting?
Why do I recognize the name?
Oh, I know that name.
I know that name.
I am Winthrop Q. Rutherford. You may know me from one of my books or the wing in my museum.
It isn't
I'm-
there yet.
Which museum is that?
Oh,
I'm
back
not
in-
from Chult.
Oh, from Port Nyanzaru. I'm sure you've been through Port Nyanzaru.
No, I came to the south of the island and hiked my way up here. I didn't come down from the top.
You did it the hard way.
Well, I travel more by magical means than by anything else. So.
Oh well, I'm terribly sorry to intrude. Again, we were primarily looking for a cave or something to spend the night in, and we were just scouting ahead. We honestly had no idea that this was your workshop. Are you a wizard, perhaps?
Indeed, I'm here hoping to track down something I've learned is called the Soulmonger, and I'm hoping to trap it and destroy it as it is. You know, I'm sure you've all heard of this death curse. This is what has brought me here.
Winthrop will visibly brighten at that, like, oh, really?
That is, in fact, why we were here in the first place.
Hmm.
Yes, absolutely. We're connoisseurs of well, I guess you can call us connoisseurs of evil, horrible, worldwide curses.
Indeed.
Well, I mean, I am a connoisseur of wine and, good taste, but yes.
Am I reading anything with that insight roll?
No, she seems to be, perfectly genuine and honest at this point, and she's wearing robes, and clearly looks like a wizard. She certainly doesn't appear to have any sort of weapons or armor on her.
Does she look like an elf? Is there something wrong?
She looks like a young female elf.
And
No,
Hollis
like
is
she
going to
knows.
treat her like a young female elf and be like, "So I'm again, we're terribly sorry. You said that you were using this as a workspace."
Yes, as you can see, I've collected as many sort of maps and books and things like that I've been able to do. But unfortunately, this area is very, very poorly mapped. It is rather an unknown area and zone that we are in. So I'm doing my best to piece together what I can. But
Ooh,
sadly,
can we use my cartographer role to? Oh no, we already talked about using that to fill in the map. We can't.
Well, I mean, clearly, I mean we're well, as you can probably tell by the sort of motley nature of us, we're an adventuring crew. Of course, we are, and we're looking for more or less the same thing. We have our own ideas. We could potentially compare notes, but we were possibly hoping to find a safe place to spend the night, and the top of a giant floating rock seemed like a good place to us.
And we have a gift. And Winthrop will go out, call Wanderlust and one of the Daves, and come back with a bottle of wine.
No, we have a bottle of wine on Wanderlust.
That's what I just said. I walked out,
Yeah.
called Wanderlust and Dave, grabbed a bottle of wine, and brought it back.
I thought the Daves were with the Aarakocra.
We brought a Dave.
one Dave is with you. 2 Daves are with the Aarakocra.
Oh, honey, you can't break up pets like that.
Well, I wanted to bring them.
Oh Lord!
Did you say the pets, Daves are pets?
I did it
They're
as a
Winthrop's
joke.
pets.
All the face
she-
bombs.
Thank you very much for this. This is a delightful gift. Would you mind if we opened it? I don't have much here in the way of food, but I'm certainly more than willing to share what
Oh, we have
treats I
extra
have.
of that as well. And Dave will come in with all the supplies to make a meal for everyone.
Only eat our food.
Because he's in trouble.
And she goes to this wooden chest and opens it up and brings out some very finely wrapped delicacies. And when you open up, you recognize them as sort of elven cakes and sweets and things like that. And she said, they're preserved, so they're not at their finest, but they're still perfectly pleasant as a dessert treat.
The Shadow Mental, this shall be a feast after our many, many weeks of hard travel.
How have you gotten down here? Do you have your own map?
But yes, of course.
Might I see it? I would love to be able to fill in a little bit more of mine with whatever you had. If you guys have come down from the north, you've certainly seen more than I have.
Well, let's not make it awkward, and we'll pull them out at the same time. You show us yours, and we'll show you ours.
Oh, good
absolutely.
grief.
And she goes to the bookcase and she actually pulls down 3 of them. And she says, I've been, working with a couple of these, and takes it over to the desk. And so, lays them out, and, you can see they're pretty good, and they may have been part of what was used to create yours, but it's certainly nowhere near as complete as the map you guys have been working with.
I'm politely joining her over by the desk. I assume Winthrop is too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
assume Winthrop and I would be, pointing out, well, you got this area not up to snuff. Here, let us fill that in for you, and
I'm-
doing stuff
All
like
right,
that.
Rob,
give me
isn't
a
gonna make
cartography
this-
roll.
Winthrop
reading
won't make
through-
this joke, but I do want to make a sextant joke here. So bad.
Saxon?
While this is all going on, Hollis is going to just kind of idly scan the spines of the books on the bookshelf and see if any titles pop out at him.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been reading.
To
the
serve
books.
man, that sort of thing.
Okay, mostly
Can
what
you
you
guys hear
can.
me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So what you two see on the bookcase, and Baka, you immediately are creating a very, very good version of the map for her, and she's incredibly impressed and just that's really fantastic skills. On the bookcase, you can see the books and the scrolls and even some like carved tablets that are on there. All seem to be about Chult in one way or another. You see they cover sort of history, geography, culture, and even some philosophy ones.
Okay.
All right. Excellent.
So, and from what you can tell, all of them are very, very old.
How old?
And as you're looking over, well, give me a
Carbon
history
dating
check.
check.
Give me an initiative
Hey.
check.
Very
Hollis,
like elf
you would
old or
recognize
older?
very, very old. And Hollis, you would recognize that these probably predate the spell plague.
Okay, so
That sounds important.
as someone who doesn't necessarily know the realms that well, how long ago was the spell plague?
Century, at least. I'm not quite sure where in the timeline Doom of Annihilation lies.
Because of the spell plague, this island became, as it is now. Like, it used to be a thriving area, and then it
Became a beautiful
Yeah.
bounty where a man could earn his keep.
So these books she probably brought here if she's one way or another. They didn't. She didn't join. She didn't.
No,
start
you'd assume.
occupying this space. Yeah.
No, you would assume they were definitely brought. I mean, it's the same way the map that you guys are using was put together from basically a whole bunch of different maps of Chult. And so everything that everyone has, if it's history, it is all very, very old because Chult, has been lost for so long.
And how old would I say that Felindra Shadowmantle is, knowing what I know about elves?
She clearly appears to be somewhere over 100 years old, which is still fairly young for an elf.
Okay, so just in and of itself, it's not like she's in possession of 500-year-old books, and none of her books are newer than 500 years, and she only looks like 150. So it looks like these could be, very easily her books.
Yes.
So, okay. And, general topics, mostly history, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and all about Chult. Everything, you can read. You can't pick up all the titles because some of them even, appear to be in ancient Omuan, but you've seen enough of the language now that you could recognize that that's what it is.
Okay, excellent. And I say, Miss Shadowmantle, I gotta say you've set up quite a workspace here. And how long did you say that you've been working here at the Heart of Ooptow?
I've been here, nearly a month now. I mean, it's not, the most pleasant of places, but one of the benefits of, being an elf is that I don't need a bed. I can just meditate for a few hours and keep on with my studies. And it gives me a view of the jungle and keeps most of the, larger lizards at bay, thankfully.
The unpleasantness down below, obviously.
Is she looking at Baka and Olo when she says that?
No, she is, looking around at all of you, and, she tells you tales of some of the zombies that she's run into, and, she had to run away from one of the zombie T-Rexes at one point, she says.
Oh, wow.
So I'm
We,
just kind of
killed one,
wandering
didn't we?
around at this point since there's nothing fun on the shelves. So the room that she came out of, I just kind of poke my head in there. What do I see?
You see, it's carved out of natural rock. You can see that etched onto the floor, there are circles of runes that have been, carved in, and, you can give me an Arcana check.
I want to go sit in it.
This is where we find out
She is a cat.
Walker
Yeah.
Bow is like scion for her people.
You recognize it as a teleportation circle.
Okay. Yeah, I want to sit in the circle, guys, but I'm not going to sit in the circle.
Good
I think
on
you should sit in the
Well,
circle.
you
You're a
would
cat.
know that, without knowing, you don't know the spell or the incantation right now, so you're not sure if that would send you somewhere else or not. And, Valindra, sees you in there and just says, it's fine. I have to cast the spell to travel back and forth to my library, so you can step on it without too much concern.
Yay! I go sit in the circle for like a minute.
It's it feels slightly warm. It's not quite a sunbeam, but the remnants of the arcane magic make it feel pretty comfortable.
I roll
I
over on my
mean-
back.
My cat tries and steals heat from my monitor.
Yeah,
An
Walkerbo.
LCD monitor.
Walkerbo's eyes just kind of go to half mast. She just kind of rolls over on her back and she starts purring. She's like, "Oh, this is nice. I'm gonna stay here for a minute. You guys keep talking. You're boring."
Fair enough. So, teleportation circle. You must be a very accomplished wizard, Miss Shadowmantle.
I have had, well over a century of instruction. I should be fairly decent at this point.
Well, of course. Who could possibly doubt it? And I was gonna, of course, ask how one would acquire multiple bookshelves and a desk, but a teleportation circle would certainly fit the bill for moving things like furniture in. One question I have though is what sort of work are you doing out here that would require a 10-foot by 10-foot cage?
Well, it's in case I wanted to capture any of the zombies or other undead creatures and try and figure out exactly why this soulmonger doesn't seem to be affecting them. Or, if I have some less friendly people attempt to, come into my workspace.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, yes, of course. And if we're, if at any point we make ourselves unwelcome, please let us know, and we'll gladly camp outside or in the jungle or something.
Before you're inclined to put us in the cage, we'll make our exit.
Oh, I'm sure you'll know when I'm ready for you to leave.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Certainly.
Right.
But I'm also more than happy to have your company for this while.
Hollis here plays a mean tune. Maybe he could play us a song to while away the evening.
Yeah, let's pull out that thing and play something.
Yeah, Hollis.
Classical gas. Play classical gas.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I wouldn't want to impose, obviously.
Impose, impose.
Master Winthrop, the food will be ready in a few minutes, sir.
Oh,
you,
well, maybe
Dave.
we'll wait till after that. Thank you, Dave. Or maybe Dave will play for us while we eat.
Sir?
You still know that song. You know, the one about a wizard's staff having a knob on the end?
Oh, not that one. You sing it all the time at home.
That's the other Dave, sir.
Oh, right.
And with that, you guys finish, drawing up your map for Valindra, and she is, very thankful and just says, is there any chance that map of yours would be for sale? It's still much better than anything I've been working with.
Oh, I'm sorry, we couldn't. We're like you in search of the soulmonger, and we must keep it with us. It is our pride and joy, after all.
Hope we made a copy of it.
All
So-
right, I will definitely say that is, understandable that you would want to hold on to your map. If there comes a point where you're not interested in keeping it, though, I certainly know a lot of scholars that would be more than willing to pay good money for that.
That's a thing that we could potentially do after we have after we've found what we came here to find, and we can certainly provide it to more scholarly sources.
Especially with any, assistance from yourself in locating this soulmonger.
Well, and she points down to, on your map, close to around Omu. She says, that's where I seem to be, leading with my research. I think that's going to be...
Have we circled our map there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
And she says, there's, what appears to be the, I don't want to say lost, but certainly the forbidden city of Omu. And, a lot of the research that I've done has, trying to figure out what happened after Ubtao left and the people there started worshiping the trickster gods and figuring out what went wrong.
Ubtao left us. That's what went wrong.
My ears prick up at Trickster God.
I thought you were off having a nap.
Well, I heard you guys. Well, I wasn't fully napping. Obviously, cats don't fully fall asleep early. I heard you guys starting to leave, so I got up.
What do you think she was
To
doing?
prove you
Having a
wrong,
cat?
I threw something at my cat and she didn't woke up.
Thought we were.
Do you not know the tale of Ubtao and the 9 tricksters?
No, what is it?
I don't.
Oh, well, I found
Story
it
time.
in...
I come and sit at her feet and I stare up attentively at her.
And she...
It's okay. She
points
does
it-
that.
She gestures at Olo in front of the bookcase and says, the 4th book down on the 2nd shelf. Could you bring that to me, please?
Oh, okay.
Where'd that bottle of wine go?
And...
Where do you think?
Oh.
Dave,
Hmm.
go get another
And
one.
she... At this point, she looks around and she says, can all of you fly?
How
It's
does she know?
Well,
Grabbing
she's
collar.
seeing Winthrop and a few others. She's watching you guys sort of float around rather than walking. She just watched Olo sort of float across the water.
We'll say it's a we'll say it's a temporary convenience.
Oh,
An
that's very, very
expensively
handy.
temporary convenience.
Worthwhile convenience.
And with that, she flips through her book and she says, "Yes, here it's I've been able to put together a few fragments of the legend, but as much as I can find in all the other books, Ubtao, his watching the people of Omu and how they behaved so badly, his heart hardened, and he vowed to weep for the people of Omu no longer. The rain stopped, the jungle withered and died, and death swept through Omu. One morning, a wise Zorbo emerged from her hollow tree and spoke to the dying Omuans. To convince Ubtao of their worth, she decided to cook him a stew made from all their good qualities. Catching such virtues wouldn't be easy, so she asked a wily Almiraj to help her. The Almiraj snuck recklessness into the pot, which she saw as a virtue, but Ubtao spat out the stew when he tasted it. From that day on, Obalaka the Zorbo and Ijin the Almiraj became terrible enemies. At noon, a brave Commandant hopped down from her rock. She saw the evil in the Omuan's heart and decided to lance it like a troublesome boil. The Commandant fashioned a holy spear, but she left it by the riverbank, and a crafty grung stole it. In her rage, Shagambi the Commandant forgot all about the Omuans and chased Nang Nang the grung forever across the sky. When evening came, a wily Ibli stepped from his reed hut. He didn't like the Omuans, but without them he'd have no one to play tricks on. The Ibli sent a marsh frog to reason with Ubtao, but the frog was angry and decided to wrestle the god instead. This amused Ubtao, so he gave the frog tentacles to make it stronger. When Kubazan the frog Hemoth returned to Papazotl the Ibli, he chased Papazitli into the swamp with his new tentacles. During the night, a Sioux monster broke into Ubtao's palace and stole a pail of water for the Omuans. When the god came running to find it, the Sioux monster hid the pail in a Jakuli's burrow. Ubtao asked the jungle animals where his water was hidden, and Moa the Jakuli was too honest to lie. When Wongo the Sioux monster found out how Moa had betrayed him, he vowed to catch the Jakuli and eat him up. All the while, Unk the flail snail lived deep under the earth. The noise of the other animals fighting made her slither up to the surface, and when day dawned over her shell, the light blinded Ubtao and made his eyes water. Life returned to Omu, and the people built shrines to honor the animals who'd saved them. So it was, in that way that the Omuans came to honor these, I can't even really call them gods. That's why they're known as sort of the 9 trickster gods.
They're not gods, they're gods.
Well,
Small g.
they're spirits that I think claim to be gods, and the Omuans following them led to their downfall. Divine sense, Baka, you get...
I don't have it.
Ah.
Oh, wait, I do. You can nudge me and I'll do it.
Yeah, I would have nudged him,
Do your thing!
Divine sense.
You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that's not behind total cover.
You pick up a very large undead presence almost directly in front of you.
Oh boy.
Hey, I'm not undead.
Yet.
Of course, I'm over here, but right in front of me. You mean in the vicinity?
He means in your frontal arc.
He means right about where Villindra is occupying, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we don't know if she's a lich. She's a
Hey,
damn,
she's just because she's a lich doesn't mean she can't help.
she's a damn good-looking lich.
I haven't zoomed in enough.
Are you saying this out loud?
No. But I assume that Baka has
Yeah,
kind of
definitely
nudged
close
me
to
and
me.
whispered and indicated that I should do divine sense. So there's that much.
Oh,
going
yeah.
on.
And Hollis is just going to be like, "Oh yes, that's an amazing story." And I've heard little snatches of it, of course, but I've not heard it quite in that fashion. That would explain quite a bit about the Cheltons. And Hollis is just really interested in the story.
Okay, and with that, Thorn, you actually see that she turns and, sort of makes a sort of sweep of the room of all of you. Give me a wisdom save, please.
Oh, good.
Everyone?
I was being so circumspect with my divine sense.
Just Thorn.
Wisdom save.
Do we see anything outward happening because of this?
Nice.
No, this is all, in sort of incredibly subtle. And yeah, Thorn, you can...
Yes.
Hang on 1 second. I need to find her.
You can die.
DC.
Yeah. 1 second. I want to see if you can roll up another character real quick.
Remember that con? This character ain't going to that again.
See what.
Remember that scroll that I used? I'm regretting it now.
Told you.
Wait.
Yeah,
did
but
you-
we don't have anyone else who knows counterspell.
Like it's awesome, but at the same time, I was like, "Oh, we're gonna need that later."
I think every time I've used Divine Sense, it's Baka who's said,
We're gonna need a
Never special
crossover
ability.
episode with Gork.
Yeah. With that, you.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't
You
get a
die.
sense of anything, but you know, she's looking at you, and you give me an insight roll.
It's kind of an awkward eye contact exchange. Insights. Oh.
No, you think
Oh.
everything's just fine.
Yeah.
You think she yeah, you don't think she's picked up on you detecting her presence.
And I've had some. I've gotten some wine in me too. So.
Yep.
Andy doesn't think anyone's noticed his snark.
Huh.
Oh, that wasn't supposed to be so mean. Don't
Well,
make that noise.
I kind of did the Divine Sense, kind of stretching out my arms like I was yawning and stretching.
Yeah, she's
She's a
been
centuries-old
detecting
witch.
thoughts for the last little while, so.
Yeah, well, Hollis is slightly suspicious of the situation, but like he doesn't understand, like, you know, really the danger that he's in. And he's like, yeah, well, I mean, this is that was a great story, and honestly, it would make fodder for a great song. Let's eat.
Oh, and Winthrop doesn't think anything's wrong, so he's perfectly safe.
Okay, then everyone's okay with that. So Olo goes, "Bravo, bravo! Have some liquor, old lady."
And
Wow.
yeah, and she pours some into a glass and raises a toast to putting an end to the soulmonger and to the people you meet on your journeys. And
Aren't they unexpected and fun?
usually, if you're lucky, they are. And she takes a drink of the wine, and she looks over at Dave and just says, that smells better than anything I've had to eat in the last week at least. Please, let's all tuck in.
Here, here.
And he goes all total Woodhouse on her, like, oh, yes, Mum. Yes, thank you, Mum. Oh, so good, Mum. Someone's saying something nice to me, Mum.
Careful, he doesn't get used to it.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, she says, are there, is there anything else that you guys know about Omu that you've picked up, or anything else you be able to share? Any other information?
Oh, it's just an old city. We think it used to be the capital city of this place. We're really kind of going in blind on this one, honestly.
Well, that's
We're
what
gonna have
happens
to
when a society falls apart and disappears. I mean, what little I've been able to pick up is that, things got so bad that even, the coins and everything that were minted to Omu or to Uptau were melted down and destroyed. So, it was really almost literally wiped off the map a good century ago.
Oh, wow. Book of Eli stuff.
I don't know that book.
Oh, it's a book about, well, it's a story about a holy book where the people were so angry with their god, they destroyed their holy book after an apocalypse. And no measure or no copy was ever found until a blind disciple was found one that was written in a language only for blind people.
Oh, that's a wonderful story. And she looks at you, Hollis, and says, that's the kind of thing you could probably make a very entertaining tale of.
Probably. I'd have to I guess I could make it a play. I would have to find some possibly distinguished actors, including one who was excelled at overacting to play a villain, perhaps.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that would be.
Overacting, you say? What?
Oh, yeah, I think it's got to be Baka or Olo.
And what about you, my tabaxi friend? And she's looking directly at Thorn. Any information or questions you have?
We're really still at the,
Putting you on the spot, dude.
information gathering stage. We really don't know much at this point, so we're just figuring it out as we go.
Oh, well, seems we're on about the same level at that then.
Huh. Perhaps so.
Well, I, am more than happy to, have you guys set up your camp by the tree, outside upstairs. It's certainly not going to disturb my work during the night.
You're very generous.
That is gracious, isn't it?
She's really nice.
Really gracious.
This has been a fantastic evening. A great end to a long, hard day's travel.
I know wine
Hi.
and food and good company. I love you guys.
Except for you, Dave.
Oh, he's still in trouble.
And with that, Valinda says, well, yes, it certainly has been enlightening. And, I have to admit, it's time for me to get back to work, though. So, I will say goodnight to you, and I'm going to light my candles and keep working, if you don't mind.
Oh, absolutely. Let us get out of your hair, and thank you for hosting us, ma'am.
Do you mind if Dave cleans up while we set up camp?
Oh, no, that would be perfectly fine, as long as he is quiet about it.
Oh, he's very quiet and conscientious.
Well, then yes, and have a good evening, and we'll see you in the morning.
Thorn will be creeping towards the door even as this is wrapping up.
Oh, what? We can go? Oh, good.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Oh, those weren't vampire bats, were they?
Oh no, they're just common bats. A quick prestidigitation spell, sort of every day keeps the guano and the smell away. Thankfully.
Oh, good. I have just a slight phobia of vampire bats.
And Hollis will wish Valindra good night, and will float his way up to the top.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys can
well,
actually
possible.
float right through the ceiling through the top of the tree if you want, instead of even leaving the cave.
That would
And
make
she
for a
just
more
says-
dramatic exit.
Yeah.
Can
Such
Well, I
So
think
such
Beatrix
a-
is staring her down right now.
Our people need us.
we
Thanks
do
for the
that?
fish, lady.
Right.
We should probably get a muzzle for him.
Probably, but usually the bottle between his lips tends to solve that problem.
I've had thoughts on that.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna move you guys to the next map.
You guys
Oh,
aren't
okay.
You guys aren't talking about me, would you?
Just making your buzz better.
Okay. Well, okay.
We should have lots of guards. And maybe like a lot of blesses and
We can kiss
Guys-
goodbye to that map. And
You
that's
guys
where-
only let me bring one Dave, so we could have sacrificed like 3 days to him.
I would start making a copy of that map right now.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, when we
let's
get
do-
back, you can explain that because Winthrop has no idea.
Yeah, let's just do another like a couple let's each have a copy of the map on us.
Yeah,
So
I
you
would
can
probably
run
start-
away and sell it.
I would probably start making some copies.
Yeah, ditto. I have cartography is my skill.
Yeah,
Thorn
she's
will communicate to everyone if it's not already obvious that he picked up a very strong undead signal from her.
No.
Yes.
She seems so alive.
Yes.
But
That's
she
nice.
drank.
Such
She drank what I
esprit de
gave her.
corps.
Yeah, she drank the wine.
Wait,
Don't
can we?
undead not drink wine?
They don't need to drink. That doesn't mean they don't have to drink.
Did Olo just make a gay bar song joke?
I have
Hmm?
no idea what that is. Genuinely, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you said. I thought you mentioned a incredibly funny song that would be right up Olo's alley.
I am Googling that right now as we play the
So,
game.
are we actually
You've
all
heard it.
going to be sleeping on top of this rock with a lich below us during the night?
Well, now that you've, do you
She's
know
a
it's a
lich?
lich, or do you know it's like
Oh.
holy shit undead?
Well, all we know it's a very powerful magical user. So maybe she's not a lich. Maybe she's just a vampire.
Yeah, you got a very strong undead presence off of her.
Yeah, so probably more powerful than we are. So do we really want to be sleeping up here? We might just float down into the jungle.
You know what? That seems like a good idea. It was such a pleasant evening too. Damn.
Well, no, we were entertained by we were wined and dined by a lich or something like that, floating them in a
Yeah,
very
she was nice.
expensive little.
Listen, the last time we dealt with a lich, I seem to recall them not being happy with us.
Well, I
Or-
mean, nobody tried to find out if she was a lich, right? Nobody like probed into her.
How would we have done that?
Nobody would have done that, right? Nobody
did-
would
I
have
did-
like gone
I
into
didn't
her
check to see
privacy.
if we had. I did check as if I had dispel magic. That would have been kind of an aggressive thing to do to a lich to dispel
Well,
guys.
If someone had, if I had been able to poke through her chest, we probably could have figured it out. But no, someone lives here. We should do that.
Well, I mean, like in Star Trek, people get pissed off when you zoom up and start scanning them, and
Right.
Thorn kind of did that to her.
Are we
Well, from
having
across
this
the room.
conversation right on top of her?
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
she
clearly.
Yes, you are.
She
Okay,
How
knows,
about
she knows that I know.
Yeah,
Does she?
Yeah, you doomed us all by telling us.
Well, I guess Olo
no,
could
you
have
don't know actually.
Wait.
in a drunken stupor.
Oh.
After a few minutes of this, Dave comes up the stairs, and he's got the last of the supplies, and he walks up to Winthrop and just sort of whispers in him, "Sir, we can hear everything through the tree."
Yeah.
Oh, good. It's time to go.
Time to leave.
All right.
Yep.
We'll float down.
Up and
that
away.
was a wonderful experience. Winthrop is going to be saying very loudly, well, gesturing at everybody to go towards the dinosaur. And, it's so good to have a place to stop. And I feel so, and he's just gesturing at the Triceratops. Just go, go, go.
Don't
And
let us tell
I-
her walk her twice.
I
Uh,
hope that she comes for breakfast.
Before we go, I say, Thorn, scan Dave right now.
Oh, you can do that just as easily as I can. I mean, I don't think he's undead. That's all I can do. In other words, I can't.
Who does undead scanning here? Is that Baka?
That's Thorn.
No, that's me. But I thought you were saying make sure that Dave isn't one of the Daves isn't like charmed. I
No,
don't think.
make sure he's not her.
Or he hasn't killed Dave, and Dave's now undead.
Right. Let me see if I can. How often I can do
Hint,
that.
hint, whisper, elbow in ribs.
Right.
Yeah, all that stuff.
You can do it your charisma modifier.
Yeah.
And
All right, I'll
he is currently strapping everything back onto Wanderlust at Winthrop's quiet urging.
Okay,
Yeah.
so sorry. What about charisma modifier?
Nothing. I do divine
How many
sense
times you
again.
can use the ability?
I can do it again.
Yeah, you scan him and you still get a ping of undead, but it is clearly coming
Below.
from below.
Yeah. All right. So we're packed up and heading down into the sultry jungle below?
No, we want to get away from her.
So you guys travel for a little while and you'll find a place in the jungle and set up a camp more akin to what you're used to.
Yeah, I probably went southwest.
Can we go northwest just to be safe? Like, let's not go where she thinks we're gonna
Well,
go.
in that case, let's just go west. Because I want to
There we
not
go.
have to backtrack. So
Go
Okay, I
west.
will say that, yeah, you guys fly and, head a little back, and eventually you guys see a small clearing, and near one of the edge of it, you see what looks to be a half-buried wagon.
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
As you get closer, you can see that it has been intentionally broken down and turned on its side.
Uses some sort of fortification.
I'm gonna cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
Hollis is gonna step forward and go, "Hey, what's up?"
Can we just turn around and just find another place then?
Is
Yeah,
this
I'm gonna ready in action if anything.
Eventually,
Me
we're gonna be
too.
stopping here.
is it being defended actively, or is it just the remains of a defensive encounter?
Just the remains from what you can see. Hollis, you get no response from your greeting. And
Shoot the
as-
wagon?
Oh, come on.
Oh God.
Keep your arrows.
No, it's a warning shot to get someone to come
you
out.
fire an arrow and it boom, boom, sticks in the side. After a moment, it's all quiet.
Search for treasure!
All right, Beatrix, you walk up. Give me an investigation check.
I'll cover her.
I'll guidance her.
Yeah, you can see
watch
that it has been turned on its side, and the side that would have been against the ground, you can tell, has been pried apart, obviously to create a better roof for the shelter. And there are some barrels and crates that are intact. They form a small sort of ineffectual barrier around the shelter.
Mm.
And sitting on one barrel is a leather case.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Could be trapped.
Walker, you want to take a look?
Do we want me to check for traps or
Yes.
just mage hand the pouch?
Well,
Just shake it around a bit.
mage hand the pouch and check for traps.
Well, why not one then the other?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Slap the side of the barrel a bunch of times.
Okay, I will have a peek around for traps.
Trips.
Nice.
You find no traps. You get a sense that this was put together fairly well, but yeah, it was more. It looks like it was being used as a shelter rather than any sort of outpost, and nothing appears to be trapped.
Okay, so I'll cast
I will
mage hand.
say, not too far away, you find what appear to be some small snares. One of which that has, a small, sort of almirage that's been caught in it, but that's about it.
Is the Almirage still alive
Still
or?
kicking?
It is not.
Aww.
Dinner.
Freshly dead
No.
or not
Yeah,
freshly dead?
how
No.
fresh is this
It
thing?
looks to be dead quite a while.
Yeah, that's
Well, at least we know how long these snares have roughly been set up. So I warn everyone about the snares. Be careful, don't get caught in them. And then I cast Mage Hand. I move up close enough so I'm like within 30 feet, obviously, and I use the Mage Hand to pick up the pouch. Give it just do a little shaky shake just in case. And then if it doesn't explode or if nothing tries to leap at my face, I bring it towards us.
It does not explode. You bring it towards you, and you can see that there is a small symbol that is stamped on it. And as it gets closer, you recognize it as the symbol of the yellow banner, which is also the symbol of the museum in Port Nyanzaru that has sponsored your trip.
Oh, I don't have a good feeling about this, guys.
Didn't they say they lost
Right.
into the jungle?
Yeah, I think we just found the expedition. All right, I'm gonna open it and see what's inside.
All right, inside you find a parchment that has been torn in half. You can see the top half, several generic goods are listed, but near the bottom, the words spare axle has been circled numerous times and underlined twice. And the signatures at the bottom of the sheet are Rantoba, the museum administrator, and you see the guide's name was Chie.
Okay.
Oh, so we found the guide?
Well,
we found out
found
what they were
something.
missing.
Anything else in the pouch?
Nothing else in the pouch.
And these were the Zents, right?
No, these the Zents were somebody else. They're a different group. The Zents were just Zents, just looking for that random flying dude we found that one time.
So what is in the barrels?
All right, 1 second.
Oh,
Aside
I
from
have a bad
immediately
feeling.
exploding gunpowder.
No, there's a cache table that I need to find.
Ah.
Could be, yeah.
Why do I get a feeling we're going to find body stuffs in there?
One.
Wow, that's dark.
Considering our past history, Walker Bow is not in the wrong over here. It could be a very high possibility.
Yeah, I was expecting, pickled remains of, the party that didn't
Nice.
make it. Because
They-
that would
they're
be a
gonna
good way
die.
to preserve them to take them back to the city to
Right, for a proper funeral.
yeah.
Oh no, that would be at the heart of Ooptow.
All right,
Yeah, you,
roll me a d20 then.
Here we go.
Okay, that was me who did that. So, pow.
Nice.
We think it's
You-
nice.
You find, as you break down some of these barrels, and there's a couple of crates as well, and you find a 2-person tent, and you find 3 healers kits.
Mm.
Sweet.
So a healer's kit used just with a medicine check? It's not like a healing potion, right?
That is correct. It helps stabilize. You use
Okay.
it
Who has
to stabilize somebody who's unconscious.
I have medicine.
I do
Olo has
not have
medicine
medicine.
Olo has medicine check also.
I have medicine. I have +3 medicine.
Oh no! Olo can't touch me.
I have a 7.
So I'll take a healer's kit if.
I mean, my medicine is at 6, so
So you should
Yeah.
get one.
Yeah, you should get one.
Yeah. And Walker, roll me a d20 as well, please. Oh, looks like she just left. All right,
Okay.
let's take a 5-minute bathroom break and meet back here.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that one of those healer's kits I can take because I can use it. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
anyone
ahead.
anyone with medicine and doesn't have
Yeah.
one, take one.
Yeah, that would be me, and I'm the cleric.
So we found a 2-person tent and 3 healers kits.
Oh, that'll be perfect for Winthrop to spread out in.
Medicine. I am not proficient.
So what
I'm
does
also
a
not
healer's?
proficient in the kit.
So I already have
Winthrop's
proficiency.
proficient in self-medication.
So I already have proficiency in medicine. What does a healer's kit do to help?
It has 10 uses.
Yeah.
As an
This
action, you
kit-
can spend 1 use of it to stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points without needing to make a medicine check.
Oh, interesting. So you have, but you need medicine proficiency. We think. You don't need to make.
No,
a check.
it's not under tools. It's just under general equipment. So
Yeah.
anyone can use one of these kits to stabilize someone.
Oh,
okay,
that would-
Yeah.
I don't.
It
I don't
literally
need
says
it.
that in the blurb that anyone can use it and doesn't have to make a medicine check because it's literally all right, you're wrapping them in bandages, they won't bleed out.
So maybe we should give those to people
People who don't have.
without. Yeah,
Right.
it might be the opposite. Yeah, I think it's the
Okay.
opposite in this one.
Don't you need to have a medicine
Not
though
for
to
this.
use it? Oh, not for this.
This is
Well,
a
it's not a-
stabilize without a check. People with medicine can do it with a check.
Oh, but doesn't it give you advantage
Does.
if you have the healer's kit and the
That's what I'm
and
wondering.
trained?
That would make sense, but I don't know if that's the case.
No, there is a healer feat that allows you to use these charges to cause creatures to regain hit points.
Okay, then it would make sense that people who do not have proficiency in medicine would take this. Am I getting this right?
That's
But
what
the
I'm
irony is
thinking.
that-
Yeah, so if you got the healer feat, which I don't think anybody
well,
does,
yeah, it's that.
when you stabilize a dying creature, they get 1 hit point back. So you can bring them back to consciousness. And you could also use it as like a brain dead potion of healing. So you can give them 1d6 point plus 4.
What's funny is that it seems to do better if he doesn't require a medicine check. It seems to do better than even having proficiency in medicine. So we can give this to people who don't have proficiency in medicine, but then it's even better than it, right? Because
It
you don't
is,
Exactly.
because it's
It's
not
an
a
automatic. It's an automatic as an action as opposed to a you have a
Right.
chance as an action.
Wait, so who has the highest speed? And who?
The
Okay,
monk.
damn
Not the
it!
small
Because
guy.
I was about to say who is in the combat the least, and that's going to be me. And I don't want to run up and heal you bastards.
I mean, I have 6 medicine and 40 speed at the moment. So
That might be the one to give it to.
You're right. Take it.
No,
I
all of
can-
them. Like, so he can bounce around, and he's got the AC too for attacks of opportunity.
So
Walker both do
basically-
it.
Yeah, because I've got my cat speed.
All right.
Oh,
you-
yeah.
Technically, and I'm not really in combat. If I am, I'm ranged.
Oh,
So
that's-
if you want to give it to Olo, give it to Olo. But technically, if you're going
Well,
to,
yeah.
hey, who's got the highest speed? That'd be
Right.
me and Thorn.
Well, we have
We
3,
need
so
a.
the 2 tabaxi
you're-
and Olo can have it.
it would make
Okay.
my Walker Bow. Sorry, Tara is right. Give it to Walker Bow.
Yes, that's what I
because,
said. Right. So the 2.
yeah.
So I'm a tabaxi too, so I can do the feline agility as well to dash in and do this. So
But you have medicine.
that's true. So if there's someone else who can move fast, who
Yeah,
doesn't
so
have
give them
medicine-
all the bow.
Oh, okay. You're putting all your lives in my hands.
Well-
All right then.
Well, no,
Okay.
if you're willing to. This is kind of like those, are you willing to sit in the evacuation row of an airplane kind of thing.
Well, I tend to hang back anyway, so it's not really going
Maybe-
to change how I operate.
Maybe
Well,
it makes sense
maybe-
for me to have 1 and Walker to have 2.
What is Walker Bow's AC, by the way?
15
Winthrop-
now.
This
Sorry?
is Ian talking,
Yeah,
but
guys, this is
Winthrop,
literally only going to be used in the case of both Baka and Thorn and Hollis are all unconscious already.
well, Winthrop is the farthest back. Maybe he should have. I don't know. What do you guys think?
All right, as you guys are having this discussion, Dave is setting up your camp, and you guys are ready to go for
Speaking of Hollis, where is he?
We left him back.
Oh
there.
God, no!
I think he
He's
can
back.
fly down too.
He's
He
back
was
with the
asleep.
lich camp.
He was sleeping again on Wanderlust.
Well, whatever. Someone can have this healing kit if they want. The argument for me having it is simply that I can move fast like Walker Bow. But I already have medicine, so I don't care.
Well, it's either going to be whoever's at the back or whoever's at the back end moves the fastest.
All right, I can move.
Because it's great
60.
to pick people up.
Right, I can
Well,
move 60
that-
with feline agility. That would seem.
Here's the thing, though. You already have the ability to heal, Andy.
That's true.
So literally, these things are only going to be used if you, myself, and Hollis are all, bleeding
Right.
out.
Right. So who wants it? I am holding it out.
Then the
I
other
will.
three
I
should
will
just
take
one
at
each,
least
right?
one. Yeah, I will take one.
Okay.
The
but-
non-healers will each take one.
All right. So I always
That
strike it off
makes
my list.
that makes perfect sense. All the
Yeah.
non-healers can take it, and not all the ranged non-healers. That's fine.
Does Hollis count as a non-healer?
Don't you have healing?
No.
Oh, then.
Yeah,
I don't
healing
want one.
word.
I moved 25 feet. I'd be a terrible candidate.
Oh, I throw it at him.
No. My question
Oh
is,
my god.
Doesn't Hollis have the spell Healing Word?
I could if I took it.
Okay, you haven't taken it. That was my only question. So in that case, then the only ones with healing are me and Thorn. That's perfectly fine.
All right.
And with that, night has come. What are you guys
We're
doing?
not streaming.
Watches.
Watches.
Oh,
Oh,
let's start the stream back up.
Did the streaming crash? One sec. Steph isn't back yet, but
No,
I
it's
can
still
fix it.
showing the be right back.
1 second. I have to take it off of my headset.
Time to crack beer too.
I'm gonna crack beer 1.
I'm gonna have another slice of pie.
What kind of pie?
Lemon meringue.
Ooh, nice.
We
I'm
bought
saving space for cake.
we bought a little pie for Pie Day, and we never actually ate it. And I've been trying to be a good girl and limit myself to one night apiece, and I'm just like, screw it. It's gonna go bad soon.
Should be back.
Well, everyone's having beer, and I'm stuck here with Taco Bell.
What
I'm
are we?
opening up.
What are we being bad about? Because I had alcohol that I shouldn't have had.
Well, so I was trying to be good and only have like one slice of pie a night from our Pie Day pie, but it's gonna go bad soon. So screw it.
Yeah, gotta eat
I
it.
would rather eat it than throw it out.
That's
Dude, that pie day was like almost 10 days ago. Eat the damn pie.
Oh
Does
yeah, no, I know
Stephanie
lemon meringue
finished
keeps
off
for a
her
while.
beer
Yeah.
yet?
We are live.
Well, night has come. You guys are set
What
up in
about the
your camp.
D20 you told Tara?
Yeah,
to
so Walker, roll me a d20.
Oh, I gotta do one of those now. Okay, one sec. Open.
So either good luck or
D20. Please let that be good.
Off in your searches in the jungle, I will also say that you found a charred elf's skeleton inside a
Ooh.
charred constrictor snake skeleton.
Nice.
Someone had a disagreement.
We then had a disagreement.
Tom's,
A skeleton and a skeleton. This is interesting.
Anything on the skeleton? Either one.
No, they are just charred black.
All right.
Give me an arcana check.
An Arcana check.
I was gonna poke it, but okay.
Someone do an Arcana check. Not I. Oh.
Eee!
Nice.
You would, looking at this, you would think it was probably something like a lightning bolt spell that killed the snake and probably killed whoever was inside him if he wasn't already dead as well.
It's an unappreciated lightning spell.
But was it from the inside?
You can't
How
tell.
could you tell?
Yeah.
Wow.
Get your CSI kit out.
Enhance.
Enhance.
If I tap it, does it disintegrate into ash or anything?
Yes, it does.
Oh, damn it! I was hoping to take a skull or a tooth or something.
Yeah,
All
there's,
right.
there's a story here.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
Well,
Walker,
because we can all do this.
war
Give me a
trophy.
sleight of hand check. Let's see if you can be really gentle.
Nope.
No, unfortunately, it's been so long and out in the elements, so everything still just crumbles away.
Why
So-
am I rolling so good on the non-dexy rolls?
Baka will slowly take his goggles off, and go, looks like someone got, put them back on, toasted.
Boo!
Hollis plays a chord and goes, "Yeah!"
Looks like Baka's doing all the watches tonight.
Yes.
With that, Dave says good night to Winthrop and heads into his tent and
Wait.
quickly falls asleep.
Is Wanderlust
Yes,
mucked
sir.
out?
Absolutely, sir.
Let me smell your breath. All right. You
Oh.
may go to bed.
I'm actually feeling kind of bad for the day. Walker Bo just kind of wants to like curl up in the tent with him with Peaches and
Yeah,
just kind
you're
of keep
kind
the poor guy
being
company.
abusive, honey.
This is all Hollis's fault, just so everyone knows.
As Dave passes Hollis by, he'll kind of like get up on his tip, not lean down because he's way too short for that, but he'll get up on his tippy toes and he'll whisper, "Let me tell you about breath mints sometime."
Oh no, he passed. I couldn't smell it.
Yeah, he winks at you and just says, "Way ahead of you."
All right.
With that,
No high fives.
Watches.
are you guys heading to bed? You guys doing watches?
I
Definitely
think we
doing
need to do
watches.
watches.
I'll be
on first watch.
I'll double up on first watch with someone.
Darkest watch.
I've got
I'll
perception
do-
4. No.
I got a 7, so I'll probably do either the middle or the first one, depending on who wants to do either.
I can
Actually, I'll probably do the last one.
I'll grab middle because I'm invisible to anyone with dark vision.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll do first watch.
I'll do first watch too.
All right.
Who doesn't have a watch buddy?
Olo.
Winthrop and Baka.
Yeah.
So Winthrop is second watch, Baka is third watch.
I can make Dave wake up.
I'll take the watch with Baka.
I'm gonna force Dave to wake up.
Sir, it's
Does
I
I
will
can't see in
watch
the
with
dark.
my
I'm not
husband.
good at this.
I will watch with my husband. Dave, go back to sleep.
Thank you, Mum.
And I'm gonna just turn to him to Winthrop after the hubbub has died down. I'm like, honey, come on. I know they did wrong, and it's within your rights to punish them, but haven't they suffered enough?
Well, when you put it that way, probably not if people are mentioning it. It makes me look weak.
Walker?
What? No, honey, no.
I'm gonna send Peaches in to cuddle with Dave to make him feel better about himself.
Aw.
The goat jumps on his head in his sleep.
All right.
Ah!
I'm going to roll
And,
perception.
and with that, first watch.
Yeah. There's my
It is
perception.
Quiet. It is quiet and clear. You guys, watch the fire. You guys can hear the sounds of things flying out in the jungle, but
Bleep, bleep, bleep,
you are
bleep.
left unaffected. Every once in a while, Thorn, you're pretty sure you maybe catch a glimpse of
A lich.
a female elf out of the corner of your eye, but whenever you turn, it's not there.
Not
God.
ominous.
Second watch. Give me some perception checks, please.
All right.
Oh, that was me and Steph, right?
Yes.
Nice. Jeez.
Nope. Everything is quiet. All you guys hear are, jungle noises. You hear bats, you hear rustling in leaves, but nothing troubles you guys. You think you hear, what sounds like a snake slithering by, but doesn't come into camp. Third watch.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, we dropped the ball, guys.
We're screwed.
Hold on.
Well, actually, Walker, you start to hear what sounds like a light sort of whimper, and you turn and you see just at the corner of your camp what appears to be sort of an older, slightly mangy-looking dog comes into the just to the very edge of your firelight, and is just kind of whimpering.
Shoot it!
Wait. Dogs in the jungle.
No, shoot it! Shoot it now!
No, it's cute.
You're asleep.
Oh, the poor puppy.
It's just Walker and Baka at this point, please.
Do I see this thing?
Yeah. She
Well,
points it out,
if-
and you can
yeah.
you can see that, it looks like it's got a couple of patches of fur missing, but is just sort of moving, sort of slowly, towards you guys, but still just sort of making like a.
Okay, here's a question. How long does it look like it's going to take to get to within fire range?
Oh, it's within firing range. It's just at the edge of
No.
your camp.
The
at this
range
point.
of the fire.
Oh, range of the fire. At the speed it's moving, it would probably take another minute or so.
I'm gonna try and like coax the poor
All right.
thing.
In
Come
that
here,
case,
boy.
then what I am going to do is, we haven't gotten the full benefits of a rest yet, so I will cast Speak with Animals.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, you cast, and it just it looks at you and just sort of keeps sort of whimpering and whining, and but you can tell within it right now it's just like, will you come with me, help me please, come please, help.
What is it, girl?
There's
Is the little teeny fall in the well? You
my
walked into that one.
my owners were killed, but there's still one of the young ones is over in the woods. Please, will you help?
Oh, okay, this is going to be the craziest thing I have ever done in this game. I am insight checking the dog.
All right, give me an insight check.
Sounds like a good use for it.
I'm still trying to like lure the thing in with like meat and stuff.
Yeah,
Nice roll.
it seems really sort of nervous and worried and concerned.
We could always give it to the Lich after rescuing it.
No.
And
Both
with
the
that, I mean,
females in the group.
it realizes that Baka is able to understand it and just says, please come, and then turns and sort of
Is that just
Well, I would
bark,
be
bark,
asking-
Come on,
bark,
Baka.
bark?
I would.
Go
Whoa,
follow
whoa,
it.
whoa,
guys,
Guys.
quiet.
I would be asking for more information. Specifically, what was the situation? What would we be walking into? It may not be able to accurately describe what creatures might be there, but it would be able to give general descriptions of it's something big with lots of teeth. Or
It
something like
says,
that.
yeah, it just says something. It's in a bag. It's been trapped. Please come get it out. I can't get it out.
Is
Does
the
this-
dog talking, barking?
It more sort of whinging and crying at this point.
Bach, are you telling me any of this?
Yeah, I would definitely switch to common and say,
Okay.
it wants us to come and help it. There's something stuck in a bag. Should we wake up the rest, or should we, wait out
Yeah.
the rest and then go and do it?
Yeah, the only thing is like, do you want me to go ahead with the dog considering I can move fast and you wake up, or vice versa?
Please come, please quickly.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go, you stay.
No. Well,
What's
I would
going
be willing to
on?
go. Should it be just the two of us, or should we wake up everyone
No,
else?
we should wake up. It's just a matter of who's staying behind to wake up and who's following the dog now.
Well, no, we tell the dog 1 second, we're getting everyone, and then we're
All
gonna
right, we go and we wake everyone up and we tell them what's happening.
Oh no,
Okay.
the dog. Okay, I quickly put on my gear.
It's okay, guys. All dogs go to heaven.
I kick him in the back, right
Oh,
in between his
ow.
shoulder blades.
Oh, ow. What was that? Who was that?
That was your wake-up call.
Well, fair enough.
Olo, there's booze.
What? Hey, what? What?
Come
What?
with us to booze.
Okay, so you guys are roused and you are brought. They take you out sort of to the edge of the camp, and you can see, where the dog dashed into the jungle. But at this point, you can't hear anything. Somebody give me a perception check.
Okay.
I'm good at these.
Nice.
I too.
Not that good, though.
Ha 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 ha.
Wow, you two are awesome at.
With a
Oh, a number of
7,
fives.
I've yet to roll higher than a 5.
I hear everything. I am woke.
So yeah, so Winthrop, Walker, Stephanie, and even Thorn, all of you can pick up movement, but it's very, very faint and probably a good 50 or 60 feet away at this point.
Oh, can we focus in?
I'm gonna be kind of stealthy, if I may.
Okay.
I'm gonna be,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Yeah, I think
Yeah, that's a good point.
idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to stealth and ready in action in case anything comes at us.
Oh, someone's stumbled on their instrument.
Oh, why?
Oh,
My dex
stumbled-
rolls, why?
Stumbled on
I have
Hollis.
Can I
Yeah,
try?
right.
Hollis sprawls out and Walker trips directly over him, and there's basically just sort of a yard sale in the middle of the jungle here as your
I'm
equipment
just
goes
casting
flying.
Shillelagh.
Can I
Whoa.
try and grab Hollis with a dex check to negate that one?
Well,
Like,
no,
keep
because
him
Walker
from hitting the
Bowes
ground.
one, but Walker Bowes one was right behind him.
Well, I'm hoping someone else will try and stop her, but I can grab Hollis.
2 critical fails. Whoa! Wow, so we're quite a motley group here.
No, Baka falls in front of them and they land on top of them.
I mean,
What do I
if
call
I'm
the
close,
distraction?
if I'm close to Walker Bow, I can try and grab her before she eats dirt, literally.
Yeah, and I'll grab Hollis.
And as you guys get into the woods, all of a sudden you start to hear sort of, an excited bit of yapping. And then just sort of a mournful howl. And it's a good 25 feet in front of you.
Oh, what is
The
it?
poor puppy.
Well,
Keep
let's
creeping
go
up.
see what it is.
I
Well,
have to save the puppy.
Keep stumbling forward.
I'll push Olo in front of me.
All right, and eventually you can see with your dark vision that the dog is crouched over what appears to be a figure or body on the ground.
Olo,
Oh, no.
go to the far side of the clearing. And then
Oh,
I
okay.
will go up to the dog and what is it? Is it a sack or a...
Is it trapped?
Well, what are you
Well,
guys doing?
I'm not checking if it's trapped. I'm gonna go up and look at it.
I'll be at the edge of the clearing.
Yeah, so what you see, Winthrop, it clearly looks like it is the body of a young man, but they seem to have some kind of either container or sack wrapped around their head.
Like glass or...
Oh.
Do I
Give me
see
an
this?
investigation check.
Okay.
Oh no. What is this
No,
called?
no, I have no idea what it is, so nobody tell me, because this is kind of cool to me right now.
Do I see this? Do I see the sack on the head?
Well, Winthrop, as you get closer, you can see that it looks like it's some sort of burlap sack, but as you touch, you can start to hear what sounds almost like buzzing or something inside.
Oh, is there a
Not the
drawstring on it?
There is a drawstring on it.
Oh,
I
God,
will
yeah.
tighten it.
All right, you do so, and the body twitches, but that is it.
Does it look to be
Survival
a
check.
natural twitch, or is it like a dead body twitch?
Yeah, look, I'm about to reanimate Twitch.
Give me a medicine check. Are all of you around the body at this point?
Yeah.
I would think
Yeah,
so,
it looks.
yeah.
Buck, you can tell from, and Thorn, yeah, it's a dead body twitch.
But the sack is still buzzing while we're sitting around it.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a sack
so-
of
Oh, that's not normal, guys.
Someone was
wasps or
put into a
something.
bag with a wasp.
Or wasps.
Like that woman who was getting a
And-
massage with a bee sting. Yeah.
And
Oh, I saw
the
that,
dog.
yeah.
Do you still have your speak with animals up, Baka?
I don't remember how long that lasts, so possibly
10 minutes, I think.
Yeah,
we
it's
will
still up
double
then. Yeah, and it sort of barks and it sort of nods toward Hollis and just sort of says, like him, but like animal face.
Halflings?
No, animal face.
Animal face, like a
Yeah.
Goblins, kobolds.
Yeah.
What
Goblin?
sick bastard would
Goblins?
What's going
put
on?
a bag of hornets over someone's head?
Oh, wait,
I
animal
look up.
face. Kenku. Kenku have animal faces.
I look up.
Kobold, Kenku.
And when you say the word goblin, he just goes, oh, goblin, goblin. Ah.
Oh, does he bark
So
it?
goblins, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
are
don't
we
like this.
taking the bag off the corpse's
Don't
head?
take the bag off!
No, we're gonna wait till Dave brings us a container of water, and we are gonna put the guy's head in the water and kill the bees, and then we take.
Oh, I guess I was
Bag off.
picturing. Okay, so there's just one bag over the whole body.
No,
Just
it's a
over the
leather
head.
sack over the head with a drawstring filled with bees,
Got
and
it.
the sack is moving and buzzing.
I
Okay.
tried comforting the dog. Poor puppy.
The
Poor
dog
buddy.
sort of whimpers and it leans right into you and just,
Well, I
Oh my
also have,
lord! Can you remember? Can you imagine going with all those bees on your face?
as a
Stop.
cantrip, I can cast poison spray, so it could potentially kill all the bees before we take the bag off.
It's save your.
Oh.
Save your
Okay, so
action.
we're gonna
It's
open
a
up the
cantrip.
drawstring, and you're gonna off it.
Guys, he said there was a child.
yeah,
That's still alive.
it's the body
Dead
of a young
body.
boy.
It's a dead body. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh wait. Oh, he's already dead.
So it's just a matter
Yeah.
of killing the bees or the wasps.
Yeah, poison spray him, like off him. Use your off spray.
All right. everybody else sort of turns their head or holds their breath. You do that. You spray it inside the bag, and after a couple of seconds, it stops buzzing and everything lies still.
All right. Remember, we still all have to get our long rests in, people.
I
Oh,
got
go back
mine.
to bed. As long as you don't do a fight that goes
Yeah,
about an
okay.
hour, you'll get your long rest.
Okay. I cast poison spray, kind of yawning.
I told you dogs go to heaven. Let's go back to bed, guys.
So, do we
Well-
take the bag off?
Yeah, we'll take the. Yeah, after you do that, then yeah, we take the bag
All right.
off.
Everybody
And
give
has
me a
this-
Constitution save.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I am not good with these.
We're not doing too bad so far. Unlike
All
our.
the non-Dexy rolls. I want the Dexy rolls.
For some reason, I'm
who
rolling
got the
almost
healer's
a
kits?
similar rolls as Baka, so let's see it's not this time. Yeah, that's better. We'll start-
Everybody, I mean, this poor child's face is just swollen and blackened, and it's everybody. You guys are, you turn away. You're a little disgusted. Baka, this just absolutely upsets you, and you are completely nauseous and sick off to the side. It's one of the worst things you've ever seen.
So this kid has been long dead, or is it still cast cure wounds and maybe they'll come back to life?
Death curse.
Death curse indeed.
I have the sense that if we had hurried as opposed to taking our time, this kid would have been alive.
All dogs go to heaven.
Winthrop, have you ever heard the term sociopath?
High functioning sociopath.
So, any signs for? So the dog thinks it was goblins. Any other signs around the body that might indicate what
Give
happened?
me an investigation or a survival check.
Uh-oh. Someone else do.
All of us or him?
Well, Andy was the first one up looking around. You can see signs of what looks like a scuffle, but nothing's clear to really tell you what happened.
I'll take a look for goblin tracks if he's mentioning goblins.
Yeah.
Oh my lord!
Nothing that you can find. Everything seems to have been either
Oh, wait.
or
Wait,
or dispersed.
we announced this. We have inspiration and a healing potion, right?
What?
No, that's for a extra life game.
Yeah, we're not extra
Oh
life.
damn it!
That was so
Can I-
close.
Can I
Does
try
anyone
and
want to? What do you want to look at? Are you looking at the body, or are you looking around? I'm going to say
looking
two.
for
I'm going to
goblin
say
signs.
yeah. Although you looking around again, you can see that things have been disturbed, but nothing is clear about. Like you can't tell what happened after Winthrop with his check really sort of went around and disturbed a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh lord!
Nice.
Oh,
I'm gonna
thanks
do,
a lot, Win. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Winthrop.
I'm gonna try to comfort the dog.
It whimpers, and between you and Walker Bow, it calms down, but it's still sort of clearly upset.
Whatever you do, don't play Red Rover.
Okay, so I'm gonna play the sociopath card and be like, "Quiet, animal. We're going to find."
I wouldn't have
Your
married
master.
you if you were like that.
Oh!
And Winthrop, with your time with other animals, the dog actually looks at you, and you can see it does stop sort of shaking, and just lays down, but still
Come here, boy.
stays right next to Deep Walker Bow.
Oh, we'll find you home.
Does anybody
All right.
want to take a look at the body?
Peaches are going to be best friends.
I don't have a lot of investigation. I don't think I'd be.
My investigation. Someone should, but my.
And actually, Walker Bow, he nudges up to you, and you can see his muzzle sort of pointing at the body itself.
Oh, my investigation
Oh?
is at -1.
All right. Well, take a look at the body then.
Good luck.
Yeah, I direct because I'm cuddling the puppy, so I direct them.
I think you said you were holding on to the puppy.
Yeah, I'm cuddling the puppy, but the puppy's pointing his nose at the body, so I tell
Yep, and
everyone that
he's-
hey,
he's-
like,
he's
that the
nudging-
dog wants to look at the body.
Yeah,
But
look at
he's-
the body.
the dog's looking at you and nudging towards it.
Oh, Nudging. Oh, sorry, I
Yes.
misunderstood. I'm just like, oh, okay.
What's the matter?
Yeah, I tell him like, where am I specifically? Like, does he want me to check a specific pocket or something? So
Yeah, he just sort of points towards what looks like could be one of the vest or jacket pockets that this child was wearing.
all right, I go and I check out the pockets.
Give me an investigation check.
Eh,
Oh, you got this.
eh.
And with that, roll me a D100, please.
Oh.
Oh, this is gonna be bad, guys.
Holy
Trinkets.
Table, what is it, like table H?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, no, you don't find anything of value. You just find what looks like it might have been a vial of something, but it's cracked and broken and leaked away.
Oh, okay.
It's a cracked
Can the
vial.
dog sniff it out and tell us what it was, or
Not
what
me,
it might smell
unfortunately.
like? Like if it smells like death, smells like love.
All right, Thorn's going back to bed.
Yeah,
We
that's
have a
actually
pupper.
probably the better thing. All dogs go to heaven.
Yep. So you
I'm
guys,
really sad that I keep saying that.
are you guys just leaving the body there?
Oh no,
I think yeah.
we should at least, because we are going to get the soulmonger, and this kid could be resurrected. We just have to find a way to preserve the body till then.
The barrel.
Not out in the jungle.
We
That's
could
not
turn it
happening.
into, jerky.
No. Does anyone have?
Give it to the lich.
Resurrect jerky.
Give it to the lich. You just hear out of nowhere.
I think the lich would have the lifespan to take care of this dog long term.
No.
No.
Like I
Hand
said,
crossbow comes out.
Thorn's wandering away from all this and going back to bed.
She
All
was
right.
very nice. She let us go. She didn't kill us or turn us into zombies.
No, the dog comes with us.
All right.
Do
So
we
yeah, you guys
actually-
can head back to your tents. You can bring the child's body with you and sort of lay it to rest next to the camp as well if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're in a jungle full of zombies. Please don't.
Well, we can. Can we do like a resurrection from ashes?
Honestly, we can do a funeral pyre.
But I'm saying if can we do like a regular resurrection? Not obviously not revivify. The one in the middle, not true, which is like level 20 on this kid. After we defeat the soulmonger.
I don't think they can hear you. Could you guys hear Steph there?
Oh, no,
Yeah, I
I
can hear her. I'm just looking it up.
Response.
Oh, okay. They could hear you.
It says you touch a dead creature. It doesn't say if it's ashes. So yeah, so it has to be. Yeah, it says a dead creature. So I'm assuming that's not ashes. It would need to be some sort of body part.
Okay. We could. It's a body part.
Yeah, I mean, it says a dead creature, so I'm assuming the entire body is probably what you would really want, but it's a creature that has been dead no longer than a century. So, at that point, if that's going to be most humanoids, that would just be down to a skeleton at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But I think true resurrection is you can resurrect with like a finger. So I would assume you would probably want the entire body for a proper resurrection.
Right. Because after the soulmonger, we should be out of character. We should be leveled up enough to do it. So we could.
Realistically, we don't have the means to preserve this body, nor do we have the carrying capacity for it. Probably best we bury or burn it.
Yeah, if we can't preserve it, bury or burn it.
Because even depending on how long it takes to finish what we're supposed to be doing, the body's going to be torn to shreds, decomposed beyond, I don't know. So burn it.
Yeah, okay. We'll just have to... True Resurrection costs a shit ton of money. Alright.
And
All right, so you
no
guys,
way-
you build a funeral pyre. You actually say a few words. You burn the body. You do it very respectfully. The dog, stands next to Deepwalker Bow and just
Aw.
watches, but lays down on the ground and sort of whimpers and watches, but stays relatively calm. With that, you guys finish the night. You finish your watch. You guys have had a long rest. You wake up in the morning, and yeah, it's 9:50. So we're going to leave it there, and we will pick up in the morning next week.
All right.
Alright.
Cool.
All right.
Not a happy ending, but an ending.
Mhm.
Wait, we went back to bed, right? We
Yeah.
went
Yes.
back to
Yeah.
bed. So
Long
happy
rest.
ending. Still
Do
on
we- do we-
Winthrop.
Do we keep the dog and add to our group name?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
What is our group name?
The
The
menagerie.
The Winthrop experience plus dog.
The menagerie.
No.
Menagerie is what you guys came up with before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's evolved since then.
You're right. It's Hollis and the Heartbreakers.
No,
we're-
it's
we're
Winthrop,
big-
Hollis, and some guys.
Why
Now,
do you get top billing?
All right, let's end the stream.
Nighty night.
Oh no, I
night.
think the stream needs the